A very good evening, everyone. I, Neha Gupta, along with my co host Sheila Iyer, welcome you all to the seventh vibrant session of Literati Zone, a platform where we invite the regular writers, poets, and contributors of Asian Literary Society. I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to Mr. Manoj Krishnan for creating this prestigious society and taking this initiative. This evening is going to be a beautiful one as we have with us two popular and eminent writers. I welcome today's guests, Miss Rafika Rangwala and Miss Pooja Gupta Preet. Most welcome, both of you. And let me begin the session by a few verses that I have written today. The title of it is Desire. Oh, my desire, the deep down buried desire. Why don't you uncover yourself from the dark attire? The galore of you might be profuse and bright. The eyes may see what it loves to bring into sight. But tell me, what are you built of? And show me the features you portray. Before I start chasing the other end of rainbow, luring towards the faraway horizon, let me pose you a question. Will I be content when I fulfill my dreams? Shall my heart be suffused with the tidal wave of blissful glee? Or is it the happiness itself that I am built of? Is it the rainbow within and the colors of it I need to discover and spill for my apathy to wash off? Oh, my desire, the deep down buried desire. These are the answers I seek and require. Thank you.
Very
With
nice.
this, I now request Sheila to introduce our guests.
Sure. Thank you, Neha. Our first guest today on this show is Rafika Rangawala from Indore. She is a MA in English Literature, schooled in tough discipline of convent philosophy. She developed interest in creative fields at an early age. She, despite being 49 and a housewife, is actively pursuing Kathak. She will be soon appearing for the fifth level. Writing is not only a hobby for her, but a medium to express herself. In a way, it defines her. Welcome, Rafika ji. Our next guest is Pooja Gupta from Mumbai. She is a software engineer, writer, and an astrologer by profession, and an artist by heart. She has more than 13 lakh readers and 4,900 plus followers on her story reading website. She has also written hundreds of short stories, poems on social media platforms. She has written scripts for school, colleges, events, plays, and YouTube videos. She has done editing for more than 15 Hindi books and have been awarded as a best writer and an astrologer in Unimo. Unimo is actually a group of 4.5 lakh plus moms in 2020. Some of her published books are Priyasi, My Husband's Girlfriend, Moments, collection of 24 stories, Kuch Dil Ne Kaha, collection of Hindi stories, Heart Tales, collection of tiny tales in English, Soul Feed, Hindi quote book, Advika Kavyanjali, collection of Hindi poems, Rang Zindagi Ke, an anthology edited and compiled by her. Welcome, Pooja. Now I request Neha to take this session ahead.
Thank you, Sheila. I come to Rafika ji first. Writing is a way to express for many, and expressing oneself gives a clear understanding of the emotions one is going through. So, please share with everyone when did you start writing and about your writing journey so far.
Yeah, it's a very good question. Actually, I have started writing when I was in ninth standard. My actually our Hindi teacher, he asked us to write a poem. And another day, I was with a poem on Suryoday, and it was very good. And I recited in the class. Then I thought, yeah, I can become a writer too. Then afterwards, I got married and everything else settled down. And again, I got an opportunity in ALS. So I have written something and they have passed it and motivated me. Again, I have started writing and now I'm at this position.
Wow. That's really wonderful to know because, yes, many of us start writing at very early age, but for one or the other reason, in between we quit writing or anything. So I also have the same story. I'm also very thankful to ALS for giving us, all of us, this platform, and we have started writing because of this. So that's, yeah, I can really relate with your answer here. So
Yeah.
please read any poem of your choice. Which poem you want to read for everyone?
Today, I want to read on the topic courage. I start my poem. It's the courage to trust, to fight against injustice, to raise the voice against child marriage, stand in opposition to crime, to love selflessly, to have patience when results are awaited, a dare to have strength while standing in a witness box for the deponent, to live your life against the wind, to speak the truth and falsify a crowd. Courage is a rich quality of man. It enhances confidence, truth, honesty in a human being. Being courageous could resolve major hurt problems. Courage empowers countrymen to join the army for the safety of their country. Being courageous only attracts people to explore the ocean. Courage is a lantern in a dark, fiery night. Thank you.
Wow, very beautiful poem, very beautifully written. The choice of word and the way you have depicted in your poem, like the courage is required, and you need to be very, very truthful towards your emotions, towards the other, accepting your fear also, and then only the courage arises from within. So, very, very beautiful poem. Thanks for sharing this with everyone, Rafika ji.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for giving me such a nice platform.
Thank you. Now I come to Pooja. You have 13 lakh readers and 4,900 plus followers on a story reading website. That's a huge number. So tell us, what types of stories do you like to write? And do you like to deliver a message through them, or they are for entertainment purposes?
Hello everyone. I prefer to write on social evils and general aspects of life. One of my stories, The Hedge, which got millions of readers, and I got 3,000 plus comments on that, and people love that as it has a strong message in this. Also, I like to write on love stories. Prefer करती हूँ love stories writing. One of my story is on cyber crime on teenagers. So I got many messages from parents. They appreciate the story and said, you did a very well job. I prefer simple way, simple language, and a clear message through my stories.
Wow, that's very beautiful, Pooja. Because I think simple words reach a larger crowd, and if there is a message in your story, so that serves the purpose of, I think, the story, and it really helps the society also to grow. And there are some issues which are hidden in our society, and people refuse to talk about it. So if, as we as writers, if we bring out those topics and bring out those points, and put them in front of the society in our beautiful way through our stories, so that is a very, very, I think, great job as a writer you are doing. Thank you,
You.
Pooja. Yeah, and how about a story, like one of your beautiful stories to share with our audience here?
I'm reading a short story. Its title is It Was Love at First Sight.
Okay.
It was love at first sight for him. In spite of knowing that there was no future together, he saw many girls before and dated too, but never felt that so real feeling of love. She had a spark in her personality, an aura that created magic on him. Initially, he thought it's sympathy, but after meeting her 3 times in a week, he was sure about his feelings for her. Yes, it was love at first sight, and he was sure about it. He visited the hospital every alternate day. He lost his mother in the same hospital at a very tender age. Treatment was so expensive and his father had no funds. That pain he felt at that time made him so strong, and now he is the youngest successful businessman of town. He was the one who did charity in memory of his late mother. She was the one who belonged to a lower middle class family and waited months for someone to sponsor her heart surgery. Her luck was favored, and finally she got the chance. She was admitted to the hospital 15 days before the surgery for pre-operative test. He visited regularly and kept a check on her health. One day, in general conversation, he asked about her future plans. She replied with glittery eyes and confidence in her voice, I want to study further. I want to become a surgeon. I know it's out of league for a middle class girl like me to dream big and one who is begging for her own surgery. But yes, that's what I want to do if I get a chance. I have to start sponsor higher studies too. He smiled on his own thoughts. He replied to her with an assurance. Well, I believe if you are passionate about your dreams, then nobody will stop you. Here is my card. Call me. I will help you as much as I can. She smiled and thought, who said handsome and rich boys are not kind hearted? The surgery went well, and after almost 8 years since that day, they are in the same hospital again. She as a cardiologist and he sponsoring yet another heart surgery. After asking about the patient's health, he got up and blew a kiss toward her. Come here, come home soon, wifey, and left. Some people cross your path and change the whole direction.
Wow. Wow. Very beautiful poem, Pooja. Love at first sight. And you have said it all in the last sentence that some people cross your, path and change your life forever. So it's a very, very beautifully you have written. Absolutely love this story.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now,
Thank you.
yeah. Okay. Sheila, now I hand over the session to you.
Sure. Thank you, Neha. My first question is for Rafika ji. Rafika ji, you are going to appear for your fifth level in Kathak. Tell us something about your journey in this field. How and when did you start?
Actually, dancing was my passion since childhood. I used to participate in annual functions in schools. Then in college, again, I couldn't be pursuing all these things. Then, when I got my girl to enter in the dance class, so she started dancing, and I had a thought ki I can also start, and I started learning Kathak. And actually, the my ma'am was also good, and she also find a very happiness in in teaching me, and I enjoyed it. And I used to Kathak is a kind like आराधना है ईश्वर की जब आप करते हैं तब when you are dancing you feel like you are waving in the wind और बिल्कुल लाइट हो जाते हैं आप. So
Absolutely.
this is my journey, and for pursuing fifth level I took a drop so that I can perform very well at the fifth level. So I'm preparing for it.
Preparing for it. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, age is actually no barrier. Sorry, age is actually no barrier. In fact, aging is not lost youth, but a new stage of opportunities and strength. That's what I feel. And then it's about
Yeah.
passion, which I can see in you. Thank you so much. Okay, moving ahead. May I now request you to share a few verses from your favorite poem?
Actually, I have written something on anger. Anger is an emotion.
Okay, anger.
So I would like to read on it.
Fine.
Anger is a feeling. I start my poem now. Anger is a feeling of displeasure. If it is stored inside, it has to be ventilated outside. Otherwise, it might ruin lives. In neighborhood, would create bad vibes. Human beings having the different temperament. Some could handle anger, some could channelize, but some are imperfect in anger management. Nobody is untouched with aggression. To manage it, there are various ways of suppression: meditation, stillness, serenity, and prayer. If it is for the short term, it's advisable. But if it continues for the lengthy period, It can bring forth your life topsy-turvy. An angry man resembles a dead person who not only harm itself but also risks people around himself. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautifully expressed. And yes, of course, anger destroys the ability to think. And if you don't get rid of that, then it's over. Thank you so much, Rafika ji, for sharing a wonderful poem. Coming back to
Thank
Pooja. Pooja, my question to you is, you are a software engineer and also holding a master's degree in astrology, totally two different fields. What inspired you to take up astrology?
Yes, totally different fields both. To become a software engineer was my dream, and I achieved that and was very happy with my career. When I was a teenager, I literally hate astrologers. I believe they misguide and took advantage of people who are in trouble. My parents always taught me to think rationally and then decide. So I learned basic astrology from one of my uncle to check whether it is really true or not. And then my father-in-law guided me. Then after 10 years of practice, I applied for a master's degree and I helped so many people with simple solutions without any jap and puja. Last year, in this pandemic situation, I helped more than 20 people in fighting with their depression and anxiety issues. So I'm very happy to choose astrology as the second career option for me.
Superb, superb. This is such a good cause. In fact, helping people instead of medicines and all other going to 10 other people who are not guiding us properly. This is such a good cause you're doing. Absolutely wonderful. Very impressive and
Thank,
great going.
thank you.
My next thing is poem. So, which poem are you going to recite today for our viewers?
The poem I recite title is Shooting
Uh,
Star.
okay, great.
A ray of hope in my eyes. You are my luck in disguise. My dreams shatter when you fall. This is like my final call. I have to move on, as they say, but it's tough to manage every single day. The days of misery will go away. I trust my soul to find a way. I tried my best to get back on track, healing all my painful cracks. Life is all about starting afresh, even though people leave you like a thresh. When in life things go wrong, pray for a minute and stay strong. No matter how much we are far, always love you, my shooting star.
Oh, wow. So small and sweet, sweet, sweet poem. Very beautiful poem. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Pooja.
Thank you.
Moving ahead, I would now love to recite a poem of mine, which I've written recently. Title of this poem is Crisp Voice of Silence. I can hear the breaking of the clouds, moving slowly all over the sky as night enshrouds. I can hear the burbling and gurgling of the rain as they come down swiftly again. But I can't hear you say, I love you. Why? I can hear the whisper of the wind as they softly touch my skin. I can hear the rustling of the leaves on a breezy night when it shivers and grieves. But I can't hear you say, I care for you. Why? I can hear the sound of rolling waves. They crash and hit the shore, so wild they behave. I can hear the chirping of birds on sunny days, gossiping and singing throughout the day. But I can't hear you say, I am with you always. Why? Sweetheart, I chose to love you in silence. Listen carefully to the crisp voice of silence. You said you know me inside out. Then why do you have so many doubts? Thank you. Neha, would you like to recite something?
Very beautiful poem, Sheila, that you have shared with everyone. I absolutely
Thank you.
love these poems of yours, and actually, I have read this poem 2 or 3 times. So this is a wonderful, wonderful poem that you had shared with everyone here.
Thank you. Thank you, Neha.
Okay, Pooja ji or Rafika ji, would you like to share any other poem of yours? We have some time in our hands, so we can still have few more poems if you are ready with your poems, or any other poem
Yeah,
which you like to share.
yeah, I think I'm ready. I want
Okay,
to
Please go ahead.
please go
I
ahead.
want to recite on change. My topic
Wow.
is
Okay.
change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Change is the only changeable. What to change, whom to change, where to change is negligible. So accept the change. It has a beauty in itself. Weather changes to bring forth the change in mood. Attire changes. If profoundly worked on, bad habits can be changed. Moral values changes when one generation hand over its destiny to the upcoming generation. Addiction is difficult to change. Do accept the person as he is. If you need a change desperately, try to change yourself before others. Thank you.
Very
Wow.
nice.
Very, very beautiful poem on change, and absolutely love it. The way you recite, I actually love the way you recite the poem. Even the earlier poem also, the very graciously you recited. So
Thank
That's
thank you
you.
for
important.
sharing this with everyone. Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
that's important. Reciting is also an art. There is not that everyone can do it. Reading is a different thing, and reciting a poem is a different thing. So that's
That's
also an art, I feel.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for
Okay.
motivating me.
Now, shall I go with one of my poems?
Sure, sure. Please, we would love to hear it.
Okay, this is a poem. The title of my poem is "A Long Walk to Freedom." So this is basically the struggles we go within ourselves, the chaos which is there. जो कहते हैं तूफान के पहले like शांत मतलब जो तूफान आता है और उसके बाद जो शांति आती है. So how do we handle that chaos within us? So I have written this poem on that particular topic.
On that
So
basis.
it goes like this. Before taking the first step, my feet hesitated many times. Will the path be dissonant, or with my tread it will rhyme? Staying there was not possible anymore in the grey muddy puddle of guilt and remorse. I needed to get up and listen to what was calling from within myself until the candle of hope was still glowing. How long could it be avoided? I scanned my thoughts sheepishly. I have mastered the art of slavery to my own weaknesses timidly. Freedom seemed like the phenomena from the distant universe, beyond the reach of my small persona covered in disguise, to hide my true self from the judgmental eyes of the world. Caged within me, a real me somewhere was lying shriveled. It was easy to break through the fences of the outer world, but how will I free myself from the cynicism I weave inward? I tried to trim the branches of my anger and fear, though forgot to give a thought to the root cause they bear. Needed to reach my subconscious to eradicate the hatred and ego, to prepare the land of my mind for the seeds of love to flourish and grow. The walk to freedom from the undesired vices seemed long until I looked the first step to bestow upon others and love I longed. Thank you, everyone.
Wonderful. 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 Okay. Yes, Pooja, do you have anything to say about your journey?
Being a writer is the most beautiful thing I have gone through, and I'm thanks to ASL for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Most welcome. You're most welcome. And we are glad that y'all took your time and y'all came for this show. Neha, sure, before before ending this show, do you have anything to say further?
I just want to thank everyone for being here. And Sheila, if we still have some time, if you have any poem, you can go ahead with one of your poems.
Yeah, I do have. Actually, I do have.
Especially, yeah. Which poem are you going to read for everyone?
Yeah, this is actually this ALS had given this topic. I miss your lullaby. So I had
Okay.
written few verses. So I'll just try to recite that. The title of this poem is Magic in Your Voice. I drift off to sleep every night when you hold me in your arms tight. Even the cradle could never comfort me. I dozed off only when you sang lullabies. Your magical voice and caressing touch, I never felt enough and too much. Whenever on my forehead you planted a kiss, all my tantrums I quickly dismissed. Today again, my heart is craving for your lullaby. I yearn for your lap to sleep peacefully. My insomniac eyes often search for you. Only your voice can help me underneath the sky of blue. Wish I could go back to my childhood days. How I wish I could park this fast life at bay. Those nights deeply etched in my thoughts. Memories do rush back whenever I feel lost. It actually does. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sheila. Thank you for this beautiful poem. And yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. Anyone else want to share any other poem? Or Pooja ji, do you want to share any poem?
Okay.
Okay, then I will go with one of my poem then. Shall I?
Today we have a lot of time to recite many poems.
Yes, that's
Can
true.
I?
Yeah, sure, please.
Can I go
Please.
for
Please go
Yes,
ahead.
please.
my actually my poems are on different topics. This is on supreme power. There is perpetually supreme power functioning behind me. When I render a trivial kind deed, I am bestowed with what I need. If act as a fair judge, within a fraction of second, evaporates all my grudge. Why protecting truth? It recruits me with prowess. Standing against violence, it helps me through silence. Whenever I am astray, it blinks and guides me the way. O Almighty, I am grateful to you. Though I have not behold you, but still I am with you. Thank you.
Wow. Each and every poem is so different. Each and every poem. I mean, one on anger, one on courage, and now this completely different, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, this shows the versatility and the way, you see the things and write about it. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, very commendable, Rafika ji. Very
Yes.
beautiful
Thank
Actually,
for
Thanks a
sharing
lot.
that.
actually,
Yeah.
it was indeed a lovely and interesting session today.
Yeah, it was. So before
Yeah.
we end the session, let me just recite one more poem of mine and then
Okay.
we can wind up the session. This
Sure.
poem actually I have written recently. Of course, this topic was given on ALS by Manoj sir. And I was actually, this is the real life incident which happened with me. I was in Sri Lanka and I had faced a bomb blast there, and I just escaped it by 5 or 7 minutes, that bomb blast. So when this topic was given and this thing was going on in my mind, so I had written a poem on that topic. So I would like to share that poem with everyone here. The topic is I didn't sleep last night. Last night seemed like a replica of many other nights. The pitch black night just came and stayed, no light in sight. Why the pain crept seamlessly from my heart to my eyes. The pain I dismissed to own, knocking again on my premises. The moment when the bomb blasted, in my memory sustained. The wound that took years to mend, oh, I scratched it again. My sunken heart brought up the pain and let out a cry, bidding goodbye to the little hope I hoped to buy. On the streets of Sri Lanka, those faces were smiling at me as I halted to shop from one vendor to another with a glee. The fresh produce, the aroma of spices they offered. I tucked in my bags all the things, along with their smiles, I desired. Having a last look at them as Having a last look at them as my car raced ahead, I sat comfortably, already planning my next visit here. Suddenly the earth shook, the sky glittered, and my head hammered. The market behind me was gone and to rubble reduced. Years later, for saving my life, I still thank God. but the images of that lively market and people I can't shake off. Since then, I have had many nights remembering their smiles. Last night was just one such night that I spent in turmoil. Thank you everyone.
It is really a heart-touching poem, and I can really imagine what you went through during that time. I can really imagine, and you just can't. We can't forget such incidents. We can't forget all our life. So
Yeah,
very
that's
nice,
true. Yeah, that's
very
true.
nice. Actually,
Thank you everyone. Thank you, Sheila.
yeah. Welcome. It was indeed a lovely and interesting session today, and I hope you both enjoyed. Thank you so much, Manoj Krishnan ji, for this wonderful opportunity and also for your support. Thank you, entire team of ALS and lovely audience. See you all next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Good night. Shabba khair.
Good night. Thank you everyone. Good night.